Hello, my name is Brenda Bishop, and I'm with the Quay County Health Council. And today I am going to show you a way to get your kids to help you and eat some vegetables. These are easy vegetable pancakes, and they're served with a variety of things. Today I'm going to make an Asian dipping sauce, but you could also serve them with ranch dressing, ketchup, whatever your kids like. So to get us started to save time, I've already grated these. I grated this with my salad shooter, but you could use a box grater or whatever you want. I grated a zucchini about this size. You want to have a cup of zucchini. And I sort of just eyeball it. And, if you get a little extra of one, just use a little less of the other. It's okay. And just in case there's some moisture left in that, I'm going to scrunch this paper towel on there, try to get any moisture out that I can get. There wasn't very much moisture in that. Then it's about a cup of carrots grated. And once again, I did that with my salad shooter, but you could use a food processor, whatever you need. And then this is cabbage grated. That sort of gives it that Asian flair. And you need half cup to a cup of that. And that might have a little more moisture in it, but a little moisture is okay because that's going to help make our little batter. So then I'm going to just mix these together really well so that my vegetables are evenly dispersed. So I don't have a whole clump of carrot or a whole clump of zucchini. Then I'm going to do just a little salt and pepper. It doesn't take much. It's whatever you like for salt and pepper. That's pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and stir that. And then the trick I found is I go ahead and put my flour in. It's half a cup of flour. And get all my vegetables coated with the flour. And that makes it easier to mix the whole thing. So here's the fun part of this. I'm going to take this egg. This is just a large egg. Beat it up so it's mixed well. And then I'm going to pour it in here. And I'm going to keep stirring this until I get a batter. Now, if something happens and that you've got too much vegetables or too much flour and you don't really get a little batter, you can always add a little water, which may happen to me today, but usually it doesn't. You can see here it's getting sort of sticky and gooey, more like a batter. Something that's moldable. And I want to get all my flour mixed in and not have any flour left on the sides of the bowl or in the bottom. And I'm just using a fork to do this because it's easier to turn this with a fork sometimes. So that's sort of a little sticky batter blob thing. I'm going to go ahead and add, my pan's already hot, and you can use whatever type of oil you have, and the amount of oil you use depends on the size of your pan. At home, when I cook with oil, I cook in a very small pan, so I use very little oil, but you need to have enough oil to cook these. And then I'm just going to shape them into sort of a ballish shape, and drop them in here. See the sizzle? And when I do that, I'm going to flatten them out as and the more you flatten, the crispier they'll get, if you're looking for a crispy thing. The cool thing about these is this is more of a savory dish, but the carrot does make it a little sweet. So your kids might actually think they're eating a stuck to my fork, something that's sweet like a pancake. As they get done, you're going to remove them from the pan. Put them on your plate, serving plate. And I'm just going to leave those there to cook while I show you how to make the Asian dipping sauce. And this is really easy. Use things from your house. About 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You could use the low sodium if that's an issue for you. And a tablespoon, and it calls for rice vinegar, and I thought I had some and didn't find it this morning. So I'm just going to use this little bit of cider vinegar, but you could use white vinegar or something else too. 1 tablespoon. And it calls for a teaspoon of sesame oil. If you don't have sesame oil, you can substitute just an olive oil. This sesame oil, to me, a little goes a long way, so you don't want a lot of sesame oil. And then the last thing, and I got that wet first, is about a teaspoon of sugar. And that, can be adjusted to how you want. And then what makes it the Asian dipping sauce, I think, is ginger. So I just peeled back a little bit of this ginger, and I'm going to use this microplaner to grate into the ginger in there. If you don't have a microplaner, you can use a regular grater, just use the small side. And you need about a teaspoon. Oh my, that smells really good. So the microplaner will stay on here, so you have to sort of scrape it off or bang it off. And then, oh, I better flip those, huh? Whoop. Oh, aren't they pretty? And then the next step is to mix this up really good. Get all that ginger stirred in there. And I just put it in a little serving bowl. You can make more if you think you'll your kids will want more. Turn this off. Put these out. They look pretty tasty, even though they're all different shapes, sizes. You could also substitute, whoops, that one's not quite cooked. I'll put that one back in. You could use different vegetables. If you didn't have these vegetables on hand, you could make a broccoli. You could make just the zucchini, things like that. And when they cool off, just break them apart. Dip them in the Asian dipping sauce. Very good. You know what? I sort of like them even without sauce. Thank you for joining us today.